Hello everyone, I hope you're taking it easy and your day has been great thus far. For this video we'll be going through an unboxing of the Evangelion Unit 2 from the first volume of Eva-Frame, and this is from the rebuild of Evangelion released by Bandai back in early 2021. So continuing on with the commemorative Eva videos, unboxings and everything in between. So the previous video was the unboxing of Unit 1, and today, well this video anyway, will be a unboxing of Unit 2 with its armor, which is box number 3, and its internal frame, which is box number 4. And much like I noticed from the previous Unit 1, I've just put the boxes in such a way so its little shoulder emblem thanks Eva 2. So this is the front of the box, which we would have seen during the unboxing of the actual Eva-Frame box itself. So there's the front. In terms of the relevant sides, so one just has your general disclaimer information, all sorts of other things. The other side had the lineup for Volume 1. So we've done Unit 1, we're doing Unit 2, next video will be Unit 0, I was going to say Unit 3, and the last video of the series will be the Weapons A, Weapons B. Bottom of the box isn't too much to write home about. Top of the box is basically just the same thing, image flipped with the frame and the armor. And then lastly, the back of the box. So combine the frame set, combine the armor, and you will have a Unit 0, Unit 2. I'm just getting all my numbers confused. By the end of this video, I'm sure I'll accidentally say Unit 8. And then at the bottom, so Unit 2 in various poses, some of which will involve the items that I believe were from Weapons B, which is its S-type equipment and things like that. So there we have the box. Now that I know what to expect, so let's put the armor to the side. Sorry, Unit 2, didn't mean to perforate your head, but yes, it can't be helped because your head is where the thing is. So the instructions for the frame are inside. You can just see some of it. So we'll come back to those later on when, once again, I'm not banging the camera. So that was what was included. This little piece of gum just neatly tucked away. So just a poppy-sealed bag with the actual main torso, some hands, the neck, Unit 2's progressive knife, as well as some additional frame components. So we'll come back to that. And then in the other box, much like the frame, there are some instructions to which we won't come back to later on. I feel like the chewing gum is still in there, which it was. And for this particular, so we'll get 2 bags in the armor. So one will have bits on actual runners, as well as a set of foil stickers, as well as the shoulder pylons, the lower waist, torso and the chest, feet, back, as well as a single piece of Unit 2's pre-painted head, which I must admit looks pretty good. So what I will do is I will treat this like a bit like an actual Gunpla video, and I will open up all these plastic bags, and then we'll have a better look at everything that is inside. Okay, so with everything now out of plastic bags and arranged, so actually I'll move this over here. So on the left, this was everything that was in the frame box. Everything on the right was everything from the Armour. So similar to the Unit 1 unboxing. So we have a nice torso component, which surprisingly does have a good degree of articulation, which hopefully I'll cover in a later video, but yes, I'm very surprised by how much movement is possible with this. We have a neck piece with the very well, detailless head that has been seen a few times in the past. There's the two hands. I've only picked up one, but it does have a nice little peg in there. So when we look at the progressive knife, it has a nice section to which the peg will go into, which is really cool. I'm actually surprised I even went as far as providing Unit 2's knife as opposed to just a carbon copy of Unit 1's. So looking at the right frame, so there'll be a right and a left. So we'll have a bit of pre-painted parts here, the back of the calf. We have the arm, upper leg, and some other various joint connectors. So there'll be two of these, one for the left, one for the right. So that was the frame. In terms of the armour, so which one is this one? This is the right runner. So there'll be a right and a left. There'll be some pre-painted components here, so the forearm, the bits of the knee armour, and I believe this might be upper arm. And then we have the armour for the upper legs and the top of the foot. So there'll be two of these, one for left, one for right. Shoulder pylon in the Unit 2 colours, and this will surprisingly move, so it's not fixed in place. That's pretty cool. So there'll be two of those. I can't imagine that will open. That would have been wishful thinking. So there'll be the left and the right. We have the front of Unit 2's chest armour, the back of Unit 2, and these little sections up here actually do move as well, surprisingly enough. So once again, there's actually a good amount of what's the word I'm looking for? Posability, movable joints, etc. On this little kit. One of the feet, so this will be all in red, but there actually is surprisingly a toe bend, so there'll be a left and a right. Lower part of the torso, which is probably all the one piece. It is pre-painted. There is some nub marks on it, etc. If I put myself right in front of the camera, but you know, it's not too bad for a small pre-painted kit. That's actually pretty darn good. And then we have the lower waist armor, which will be detachable, so you can put it on the front and the back of the frame as so. We do have a small foil sticker sheet, so the two on the left will be for the top of the top of the knee armor. The ones in the middle I suspect might be shoulder, and the two things on the far right will be for the shoulder pylons. And lastly, as we saw earlier, the pre-painted head of Unit 2, which surprisingly is looking quite snazzy. Like from a distance, that actually looks quite good. So those are the runners, which between the two items. In terms of the instructions, I'm doing things a little bit reverse. So we have the instructions for the inner frame. So it's pretty much the same as what we saw with Unit 1, with the only real difference being the different progressive knife being attached into the head. That's really cool that you can build up a nice inner frame for the Eva. Heck, why not just have it running around without any armor? So that was that relevant instruction. And the other instruction is for attaching the relevant armor onto Unit 2. So to attach those frame feet, separate the lower body, upper body, attach the pseudo head, attach the armor, the new feet, more armor again, the front and back of the waist, lower torso, set it into place, and then put in the front and back of the chest and back, through the arms. Oh, there we go. The stickers actually look to be the tips of the little shouldery protrusion things. From the forearms, there's the pylons, and lastly, Unit 2's head. So that pretty much brings us to the end of the unboxing. Slightly better than Unit 1, now that I know what to expect. Hopefully with Unit 0 I'll be just a little bit more orderly. But yes, that's 2 of the Evas down, 1 more to go, and then the weapons. And then after that will be a case of putting these together and hopefully trying to do a review of them, because they're small enough to get away with it. And yeah, it'll definitely be a good way of, as I said, commemorating the first year of being on YouTube. Thank you very much for watching this unboxing video. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you wish to do so. All these things do help support the channel, and that support I do greatly appreciate. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account, link in the description down below. Stay safe and take care, and I will catch you in the next Eva unboxing, which should be Unit 0. See ya.